Hello, I am Daniel. That is Adam, and welcome to the Work in Progress podcast.
Hey, you okay?
No, my brain melty.
hmm Yeah, I'm fine. Just trying to think where I'm at now. But yeah, no. So we were actually busy working on this last night before we came on here.
Yeah, I sketched out some more pages, and then pretty soon we're going to go back to your pages. There's only really one quote unquote action page left, and then we're going to go back to your sketches.
I believe so. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Oh boy. You ever just wake up with heartburn? That's great.
Yeah.
You ever
I mean,
just
I mean,
Well, I mean, I would imagine that actually happens a lot in England because you guys have like insane breakfasts.
yeah, yeah, yeah. We have some weird diets. It's funny because we make fun of like Americans for we make fun of Americans for having like horrible diets, but we're actually just as bad. Is the truth.
Yeah,
So.
I don't want to get too political or anything, but I do like me the collection of the firearms,
hmm
and I find it really funny, especially when Germany does it when they go like, the only reason why you have all of these problems is because people can have firearms. You need to heavily regulate them or get rid of them entirely. And then I think yeah, my aunt told me that in German, of
All right.
course. But then I was like, hey, um, if you really want to stand by that idea, maybe tell Heckle and Koch to stop sending us MP5s.
I was gonna say Heckler and Koch are like one of the bigger ones, and they're German. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe tell all of your firearms manufacturers to stop selling them to private fucking people in the U.S. Oh wait, they're not gonna do that because it makes them a fuckload of money. Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's always a funny thing when I mean it's not exclusive to guns, but like when people complain about a product, but the product comes from like a different country.
That or like
Yeah.
whenever somebody it's like selective, what's it called, oh god, cognitive dissonance or something like that. It's where you're just a little bit of a hypocrite.
Yeah. I mean, we've also complained in the past about people with double standards too. So
Yeah, yeah.
that's
americans
actually
are
becoming
Americans are
that's
fucking alcoholics. Is like, have you seen what the French do on a daily basis?
I think my favorite one when it comes to like double standards was one that happened recently where a guy was criticizing someone and saying that they thought that the animation was AI, but then they also support a big artist who actually just recently is like being like pro AI, and it's just like, oh my god, you fucking
Yeah,
hypocrite.
they put it on their Patreon.
Oh, see, I didn't even know it went that far.
Yeah, so that's really
Yeah.
funny.
Christ.
This animation has weird flaws. It couldn't be because it was my animation. That's why I'm pissed. Like
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
still really fucking
I didn't
pissed.
know whether you want me to say if it was you or not
I'm
because like
still
I
really fucking
remember.
pissed by that comment because it's like, hey, this animation has like animation flaws because animation is really fucking hard. Clearly, this looks a little AI. Cuts to that
Well,
guy's page, follows AI bros.
yeah. I see. What I find hilarious about that is. Uh, there are errors that a human can do, and there's errors that an AI can do. And the errors, I mean, like because with AI, like it'll be like if a character's moving, like their head will or like entire body will just shift to the other side, which makes no sense. But then with a human, it's probably just like, oh, I just forgot to color in this like one little aspect in this one frame, you
Or
know?
like the perspective gets really fucking wonky because like for some reason every single animated shot in AI needs to have like camera movement.
Yeah, yeah.
We've messed around with the concept of the generative model, but just
As a goof,
not
just as a
entirely.
goof.
Yeah, just to see, because new technology, you just want to fucking try it out. But I think the biggest problem that we just face is to just
It just looks like shit.
for what you get out of it and the cost to keep it fucking running, it is just kind of shit.
It's not great. It's really like there might come a time when it gets better, but like the thing is, like also people need to keep in mind too is like if you really want something very specific, and I mean very, very, very specific, an AI can't do it. And if you
Yeah,
did manage to get the AI to do it, chances are you might have spent an entire day just trying to come up with the prompts for every single like
yeah.
moment, and even then,
You're gonna have
it's
to
it's
you're gonna have to like
yeah.
generate it 50 million times, and then like at the end of the day, you're probably still gonna have to like photo bash it together.
Exactly. So it's just like the amount of time that's spent like trying to get this piece of shit to work. It's just like
Yeah,
no, just fucking make the thing.
yeah. Also, I just feel that like the AI kind of removes creativity. There are some actual practical applications that make a lot of sense though.
Mm.
One would be upscaling. Uh,
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
say that this comic needed to be in an even higher resolution if we like sold a really big book. Well, we designed it to be, a specific resolution. So like,
Mm.
let me illustrate for you. So this would be the resolution. Anything
Yeah.
anything bigger than this. So this is the technical resolution. Then this is probably the size that it's actually going to be printed at, which that looks really good. Problem is that if you want to print something even bigger, you're going to start seeing like the pixels and the lines and shit. And
Exactly, yeah.
using an upscaler would take all of these lines and then just make it higher quality at a larger scale. And
Mm.
a lot of those are AIs, and they have been AIs for a really long time. They're probably one of the earlier image AIs before you could had generative models.
Yeah, because what people need to also understand too is like AI has always been like a thing in a sense. It's just like recently the term's kind of been kind of tainted now with all these like new generative shit, you know?
Well, there are tools that use like algorithmic models in order to
Mhm.
like function. And that's been a thing for a really long time. But you know, people are only really angry at the AI that just auto creates. That's the thing.
Yeah, and then there's also, I mean, there's more aspects to why people hate this shit now, like the prices of RAM and what have you, have like fucked everything now. So
Yeah, and then like half the guys like running the generative AI stuff are evil.
kind of be, yeah, like the guy. It's also interesting too because this, like, I mean, this has always been the case, but nowadays, like, it is weird that we're living in like the timeline where these guys are just showing their true colors. Like, you got like the Sam Astin just being like, yeah, humans take up more energy than AI, so like, humans are kind of the problem. It's just like, well, I mean, if that's the case, then you should really like see yourself out there because you're human too, you know.
You do
So it's
realize.
just like,
Well, no, he doesn't count because he's the creator. Because in an AI story, nothing ever bad happens to the creator of the AI. He's not
yeah.
like the first guy to be like, "Oh no, I let the genie out of the bottle." Is like the Titanic hits him.
Mm.
No, no.
But I do again. It is really funny how like, but again, like it's just like even like the guy who like runs Nvidia, like he kind of he's also like pro AI now to the point where he kind of says like we might just stop making stuff for consumers now, which is insane to think because Nvidia like makes a chunk of the fucking PC like gaming shit. So it's just one of those things. I'm just sitting there like, what the fuck is happening?
There are only three companies that really make you know graphics cards, and one of the major ones already just jumped ship and
Yeah,
said, "Oh, we're just gonna make this now." And
yeah, it's not great.
it's really unfair to the other consumers that actually want to fucking use this.
Yeah,
or like use the hardware, not the AI stuff. I'm just saying like
The thing I
I have a graphics card in my computer to render 3D. If that thing breaks or if it requires some kind of like, modification to it, it would really suck if the company that makes this one specific piece of shit that I need for my job just decides, "Yeah, you're a peasant. You're not getting this anymore."
yeah, it's like fuck you. It's just
Literally, we live in such a cyberpunk dystopia already that like people are doing like movie level heists for like Pokemon cards.
yeah, like that's because we were talking about that like off camera about like Pokemon, especially the fan base, and because like we're not into that shit at all, like collecting Pokemon cards. And I mean, we're gonna be polite on here, but let's just say like we don't really. How do I say politely?
I
It's,
saw
we don't like it.
I saw a heist for Pokemon cards yesterday, and I was like, "Man, we literally are doing like cyberpunk shit now because they punch it like they punch a wench mounted grappling hook through a fucking like window, and then they drive and the window flies out of the fucking building. It's a children's like comic shop, by the way.
Oh my god.
And they bum rush in, steal all of the cards and collectibles, and they like apparently they timed it so that way, they left 1 minute before the cops show up. And you're just like, dude, it's fucking Pokemon cards, guys. You just broke thousands of dollars worth of shit for chunks of cardboard.
Mm. That is crazy to me. Just that made me realize when I was. Do you remember the game Payday 2?
Yeah.
So in the game, there's like different kinds of loot, like money, gold, etc. And I remember there's a Christmas heist where you can actually pick up like phones as like loot, and I'm like, this is silly. And then I realized the world we live in, and I was like, huh. Now that you've said that to me, it would not really be out of the realm of possibility for them to make a new heist in the third game where you're just stealing like trading cards.
Yeah, it's so like, cyberpunk esque that like it honestly, if you just wanted to make RoboCop today, you just change the opening where like, Clarence Boddicker's heist went bad. You just go, "What, you fucking idiot. The charge was too
Where,
high. You burnt all the Lucarios.
where's the fucking shinies? You burned the fucking shinies, you piece of shit.
You burned the plush Pikachu, you dumb fuck. Can you fly, Bobby?"
Can you fly, Pidgeot?
You better evolve some wings, because you're only.
It's time to evolve into an angel, Bobby. No, no. It just that was.
No, no, Clarence, that's fucking Digimon.
Oh my god. Yeah,
Yes. Welcome to
Yeah.
Digimon. We will have a little tiny blob head character, and it will turn into a sexy big thigh cat lady, and then that will turn into an angel. Fuck you, logic.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That makes perfect fucking sense.
High five. Yeah. We, yeah. But yeah, that's just us being polite. We're fucking.
You think? Yeah, we're fucked. We're fucked, guys. Okay, wait, no, we gotta be
Yeah.
positive. Positive.
Okay, we got a big positive. Let's talk about fucking kittens and shit.
Yeah. Um.
Yeah.
Can't be
Oh my
positive.
god.
The world is so easily negative.
I mean, that's half the reason. Because yeah, when we started doing these like podcasts again for 2026, we're like, okay, you know what? We need to just fucking take a chill pill. We need to because people watch content on the internet to forget. I mean, sometimes people are into drama, but it's just like no, we're not a drama channel. So
Yeah, we don't go and say insert streamer just did something really wacky. He's I have 700 videos on my channel that say, "Oh, he's done."
Yeah, it's over, and it's like, yes, the millionaires. Oh, it's the guy who has millions in the bank. It's
You know,
over for him.
if he's done, then why do you have 150 videos of the guy?
That's the funny one to me, yeah. Because there's
Yeah.
one guy in particular whose whole like YouTube channel is just that shit, you know. And I'm not even joking. He has a page worth of just him covering pirate software, and I'm just like, let it go for fuck's sake. We get it,
Yeah,
you know what
or
I mean?
like
Like,
the endless amount of people that just really hate Hassan Piker. I don't like the guy, but like, you could just not watch him and then he'll be out of your algorithm and you'll never see him again.
yeah, I think the reason, I mean, that one was because of like some. Well, I'm not even gonna say because we don't want to really cover it, but I can kind of see why the hates that one was hating a lot. But yeah.
Yeah, no, but like, it's like, "Oh, he's finally done." It's like this is the 80th video you've made of the guy. If he was finally done, you would stop talking.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just that, oh god, I just saw a fucking video that did the most annoying thing yesterday.
Go on.
You know when somebody has like a really sad, fucked up face in a thumbnail, and then it's just like the only thing in the title is "It happened again."
Yeah.
I
Oh.
or like this changes everything, or my YouTube career. And then like you're like, "Oh my god, is he like quitting or something?" And then you watch the video, and then it's just like it starts off with them like waffling for 2 minutes. Like, "You
Mm.
guys, you're not gonna believe this insane thing that happened." And then you're like, "Oh fuck, is he actually going to?" And then it's like, "We made plushies," and you're like, "I want you dead. I cast death upon you."
I think the most annoying one of that to me as well is when it's like the one another one that's like really fucking annoying is when it's like, yeah, it's over, we've given up, and then you think like, oh no, they're gonna like off themselves or something, and it's like, yeah, no, we quit World of Warcraft. It's just like, shut up.
We finally
It's just,
quit World of Warcraft, even though we have like 70 more videos that are being edited currently.
yeah.
I think we're finally done. And then the new expansion comes out. "Oh, the new expansion!" Plays it. "It's great." 2 weeks later, "It's
It,
awful."
yeah, it's like the fucking
Rinse,
man. That
repeat.
if there was ever one like game I was glad I never got into, it's World of
Oh,
Warcraft.
100%. I
Yeah,
am right with you, brother.
yeah. Luckily, I was blessed with playing a better MMO, which was the Final Fantasy one. But
Luckily, we were
even
graced
then,
with playing the best MMO and the most free one, RuneScape.
yeah, I've been playing that again.
Yeah.
And my team leaders at work's like forced me to play. It's like, oh, you piece of shit, play RuneScape, play RuneScape, but go to hell.
It's better than
Okay.
my fucking team or team leader fucking like managers where they're just like, you have too many fucking hours. You need to unfuck that. And I'm like, "You're the one who gives me hours. I don't understand."
Wait, hours? You're having too many? I thought they'd want to give you more fucking hours at a job. What?
Yeah,
Wait,
no, they
what?
were like, "You're giving," because here's a neat little trick that American companies really like to do. So, and it's really nifty. So if you're a piece of shit like EA or something, really listen in close. Um, so a company has to give you benefits and like, good fucking wages and shit if you do full time, right? Here's the
Go
thing.
on.
Here's the thing. If a company decides to give you part time, but then fill in, if they basically want to get a full time worker, but only pay them part time, they put you on part time and then just max out the fucking overtime.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well,
So here's the fun thing about that. That has been done to me so much that I was just kind of like, you know what, fuck it, I'll just take the money because every time I ask, hey, I've been working here for a while, can you like upgrade me or whatever, and they're like, yeah, no, you need to be at the company way longer than that. I'm like, motherfucker, this is basically like Walmart. What do you like?
Yeah.
I actually show up and I'm not high off of my fucking tits. That's a better
Yeah.
worker than 90% of the motherfuckers here.
Yeah, I do generally think like I have noticed recently when it comes to work is that it definitely feels like it's just starting to turn into like high school for adults is how I'd kind of describe it because it's like so immature and so like stupid that I'm just like I feel like I'm just at school again.
Just if you have a really good worker that actually wants to be there, wouldn't you want to incentivize that guy to be there even longer forever?
Oh yeah, the only downside is like there are some companies where if a worker is hardworking or just nice, they also like to take advantage of them, and that can actually drive them away as well. So
Yeah,
you
see,
have
like
to. It's like a balancer now.
here's the thing. If you have a guy that's never fucking late, almost never takes any fucking like sick days,
Mhm.
if you have a guy that's like that and like also never fucking high or drunk, always does the fucking job, does the job better than a whole bunch of people. It you know, here, here's a weird upgrade thing, right? So if you were to say that guy is a really good manager, but then that guy is actually a shit manager, he's actually just really, really good at that one job, right?
Mhm.
Instead of trying to like make him a manager or something like that, why don't you just pay him just a little bit more to stay in that fucking position as the one guy that actually is reliable? That's the
Yeah.
thing that I never understand about that because then some people are going to be like, oh, well, then other people that work there are going to be like, why does he make more money than me? Oh, it's because he works harder. If you work harder, you could get paid like him too. All of a sudden, people actually try at work.
Yeah.
Oh my God. The work might actually get done.
It could be it's a foreign concept to some people to try harder.
No, because, like, if you're a fucking, if you're a quota based company, you need to
Hmm.
always never get the work completely done.
Mm. That is true. Yeah.
Because if you, let's say that you and everybody else at your fucking workplace smoked crack and just got the work done like 2 hours in, like there's literally nothing else for you to do that day.
Hmm.
You'd be fucked because your work is based off of like hours and shit.
Mm.
All of a sudden, it starts making a lot of sense why a lot of companies waffle around and do fucking nothing.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with like like lowest bidder construction companies. They sit around on their fucking like ass watching one poor guy do the actual job. And then,
Yeah.
when the contract is just about to expire, they all get a fucking hair up their ass, get the job done, and then move on to the next fucking project. Quality be damned.
Yeah.
We
Oh, by
can't
the
we
way,
can't do that because our 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 work is technically our work with this comic is highly dependent on it being finished.
well, yeah, because like we are just doing this off our like. Here's the thing: like we don't have to do this, you know. Like we don't have to do this. The reason why we want to do it is because we're passionate and we actually want to make something that's different.
We want to make we want to make a thing. This might
Yeah,
surprise you, but this by hopefully by good graces and awesome fans, this comic will do well. I am
yeah,
not under any delusions of grandeur, however, and you have to once you create something, you kind of have to just let the market decide what people really think about it.
well, yeah. But what we're also going to do too is when the time comes for this thing to actually come out, I am actually going to go out my way to like pay for advertisements and things like that, so that way some eyes are on it.
Yeah, but my my biggest thing about the whole project is that the money is not the goal. The goal is the We
No,
made
no.
something, and then if and when we die someday, people are gonna be like, do you remember that thing they made?
Yeah.
Or
Oh
also,
yeah.
we cherish the times that we actually get together and talk, because when you become older, it's actually more difficult to make friends.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, unless you go to like some kind of church group or something when you're old. Because you used to just make friends with random fuckers from school.
Pretty much, yeah.
Or, like sometimes you might get like a random fucker at work who you're like, well, I mean, he's kind of cool. I guess we can invite him to the barbecue.
Yeah, I mean, there's a handful at my current job that's
Yeah,
kind of like that. Just a handful though, because again, like it's a warehouse full of like chuckle fucks, So
getting new friends as an adult becomes excessively harder the older that you get. So, this project is just kind of like oh, we're doing a thing together as like a group of people as friends.
yeah, I mean, because like again, that's also a thing too. Like, because I've seen like podcasts where people talk about like encounters with people that, because yeah, trying to like go, because there's also that thing too, because there's like a weird like society perception of when an adult wants to make friends, where it's like, when you're a child, you just walk up to like, other kids and you just say, hey, you just try to make small talk. But for some odd reason, when it's like adults, it's apparently weird, which I
Hey,
do
that's a
kind of
really
see
cool
where they're coming from.
action, man. Can I play with you? Yeah, you got the
Yeah.
G.I. Joe, and then you just make them kiss. Slap them
Okay.
together and then throw them into the fucking freezer for some reason.
Okay, not to, but you know what I mean though. Like, there's like, I mean, I'm sure there's like a really way to go about it. Like, if you're smart, there's ways to go about it as an adult. But like,
Yeah,
there are times though where like you'll see someone kind of walk up almost like a child, or like almost like a child, like, and just kind of just make it like really weird,
I
So
need to explain. You make the Action Man and the GI Joe kiss. That probably
just yeah, it
came out
just
a little
occurred to
bit
me.
weird, right there.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if that's actually happened with someone.
Oh god. No, but then yeah, I used to fucking because I watched like the really bad Mister Freeze Batman movie, and also like Star Wars. I just like
Mm.
put my action figures in like Tupperware containers with filled with water, and then just froze them, and then just waited for them to thaw out, like they were baked in
Why?
carbonite or something. Oh
So I
no,
would,
Han
I'd be
Solo
too.
actually got frozen.
It's just see, I'd be too scared to do that because I wouldn't want to break my toys.
You need to understand these were like the '90s Star Wars figures, where they were hench as fuck and made out of like probably the same like Nokia plastic that could stop bombs.
Uh, one thing that blew my mind was how the original Game Boy could like withstand like bomb blasts. Apparently.
Well, I mean, did you ever see like it's a brick?
Well, yeah, but I was missing that one Game Boy that actually did survive like a bomb blast and it still worked.
Yeah, it's a big fucking
That's insane.
it is just a big chunky plastic brick from the '80s when plastic was good.
Yeah. So what I'm doing in this scene, like we can change this later if it's not that great. Is like Nina's basically saying like, "Oh no, you don't. You're going to come with us until we find out." Rabbit's like, "I'm not, no, I'm not coming." And then she just like grabs him like shoulder and basically carries him over his shoulder like he's nothing.
Hmm. Yo, why'd they gotta touch the butt though?
Oh, she's slapping him to make him squeal because he's like threatening. So I think he's like threatening in this like panel, like I'll hit you if you like say anything else. And she just like slaps him on the back to make him squeal in front of her. Because I'm also thinking too that they're in like a public setting, so she's like embarrassing him.
Oh my god, that is so fucking. Wouldn't it be funny if you got embarrassed in front of everyone? That would be so funny.
Are you mocking me now?
Yes, I am mocking you.
Yeah.
I'm mocking the ever loving shit out of you. Because you were like, we need to go out of our way to not make this like comic filled with women super sexual, and then we just keep drawing shit that ends up looking like.
Whatever, dude. I mean, people get horny looking at cars, so you know.
That is 100% true. Yes, there's probably
Yeah.
someone out there that looks at a fire hydrant and says, "Yes, this is as good a time as any."
Well, yeah. I mean, there was also like that whole documentary series of people that fuck cars in. You know,
Where,
that's real.
where do you? You know, what? I don't want to know.
I didn't watch it. I'm just saying,
No,
like
I'm
people
just
fuck
saying. Like
cars.
my first thought is like, where do you fuck a car? And then like I started thinking about it for about 3 seconds, and I was like, you know what? I'm good, bro. I don't need to know where the people fuck the cars.
Yeah.
Because like, fucking in a car, I can get that. You know, you're underway, you're a little stressed out. I get that.
I mean,
Fucking
it's a box on wheels.
fucking
Yeah.
fucking a car.
Yeah.
It's a different kettle of fish. I
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, fucking, it's whatever, really.
will never forget that fucking incel documentary though. That one's still the funniest fucking thing.
That was crazy.
That is still one of the funniest fucking things that I've ever seen in my life. I love the
The guy
incel
interested in
comic.
photography. Yeah. Yeah. Oh god, the incel comic. Yeah, where it's like some kind of like holy like
You know
ritual of
what,
like burning
bitch?
your.
I don't need you. It had that like I'm a teenager, fuck you, mom energy.
Yeah, like I can do what I want. You can't stop me.
I can do whatever the fuck I want, and no one can stop me. And now I'm 18, mom. I can eat cake whenever I want.
Yeah, yeah.
There's a guy online that I saw that had like that kind of mentality, and he's like, "I'm just gonna fucking work really hard." I have a fucking exercise bike. I'm doing all this shit, and I'm like, "You are going to." I think there is actually a chat log somewhere online where I said very specifically, "You are going to fuck yourself up doing this. You are
Mm.
not stretching. You are not taking breaks, and the way that you set up your computer setup is going to lead to wrist problems
Oh no.
because like I have arthritis. I have to be very careful with how I set my shit up. My friend has like chronic carpal tunnel syndrome.
Yeah, so you actually know from like like secondhand experience.
Yeah, and the guy in fucking chat said, "Nah, I know what I'm doing." And you
Hmm.
know what? The motherfucker got years later, not even many years later, he got what's that shit? Tendonitis. He got tendonitis in one hand, said, "Oh, this'll buff out." Used other
Ugh,
hand, got tendonitis in that fucking hand.
Jesus.
And then, I was just like, you're gonna I love it when, somebody gives you really good free advice and then you're just like, yeah, no, I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, and then they just completely ruin themselves.
Yep.
You know, there was. I also think about that one other guy who, like when he was on about the "fuck you, mum" mentality thing. I remember there was like a server was in one, so there was a guy there who, I think he got kicked out in the end, didn't he? Where he would moan about having to do things. It was like kind of really mundane things.
Oh, you're talking about the guy that likes the cartoon, right? Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. I know
Yeah,
what you're talking about. There was a guy that, well, God, this fucking story.
yeah.
He was
We're gonna be
very.
polite when we say when we describe this,
I
but
will
yeah,
be. I will be exceptionally vague, but I will get very specific once we get to like the infractions that got his ass booted out of the server. So
yeah.
there, we will call him. I don't even remember what his name is, so I can basically say whatever.
Just call him like Fred or whatever.
I'll
I
call
don't
him
know.
Stinkio. All right, Stinkio.
Thank you.
Stinkio was a guy where he was really, 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 and definitely some level of autistic, like that you can't get past that. But he was really, really, really into this one like Japanese movie, right? This
Mhm.
Japanese cartoon movie. It's like a really obscure one, and he could just not stop talking about it unless
Yeah.
I came into the chat and then for some reason he just wanted to talk like glow up Germany, which is really weird because I'm like, I live in the I live in the States, and as much as I love my family in Germany, I don't want to fucking live there.
Yeah.
So it was really weird to get somebody to just especially somebody who definitely probably hasn't been there, to be like, yeah, Germany's really fucking. But this guy, he did the thing that we hate in chats, where he bogarts conversations, and then whenever somebody else wants to bring something else up to change the flow of the conversation, he's like, yeah, so anyway, stupid Japanese cartoon. And you're just like, and then he just doesn't. If you start him off, he's like a run-off sentence. It just keeps going,
Yeah.
and conversations would be fine until this guy joins in the call. And eventually, oh god, this was a fantastic moment. This was a fantastic moment because, first of all, this guy never. I'm gonna give you a little bit of a spoiler. This guy never learned anything, right? Never changed. But there was one conversation where we were having, and he wanted to start doing that shit, and I just told him, "Yo, dude, I'm gonna stop you right here for a moment. Like, you Bogart conversations, you need to cut that shit out."
Mm.
And you need to understand that nobody really wants to talk about that right now. You need to. And then when I said that, because you don't want to be the guy that starts the awkward conversation, but once the awkward conversation started, everyone else is like, oh, we're doing this, we can just do this. So the other guy, who is heavily autistic, I talk to a lot of autists, but
Yeah. I
one
mean,
of
it's
my
the
one of my
internet.
things is they're not bad people. It's just they have very particular idiosyncrasies. Um, One of my friends who's an autist goes, yeah, 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 man, you really need to read the room. I mean, come on. If that guy is telling you that you suck, you fucked up bad.
Yeah. Oh
And
my
then
god. Yeah.
leading into, and after that he just started again. It was fucking kicked him from the room for that night, and then eventually he got kicked, but for other reasons. Wrapping it back over to the wrapping it back over to the fuck you parents, I hate you.
Mhm.
This guy constantly talks about how one of the other things that he would talk about is how shit his parents are, and his brother or sister or whatever. It's been a while since I fucking remembered this story.
It's been like 2 to 3 years, so it's been a long time.
Yeah, but this fucking guy would just he'd be like, ah, stupid Japanese cartoon thing, yeah, and Germany and whatever, and hold on, guys, my mom, my fucking bitch mom, and you're like, whoa, what the fuck,
Yeah.
where is this coming from? It's like, yeah, my motherfucking bitch mom is fucking doing this shit. I can't fucking believe her every day with this shit. And everybody, because a lot of people in these kind of servers, some people just really do have not so great home lives. But
Yeah, which,
I've been listening, in bad home situations, you typically hear I don't know, shouting, or people just being assholes, or this clearly whatever's happening in the household doesn't keep them from rambling. Because typically when somebody's having a really bad home life, you'd be like, listen guys, I really gotta go. Some shit's going down, I can't talk. This guy can just talk forever, right?
yeah.
So eventually, it's like, oh yeah, my mom's telling me to. I had it up to here with this fucking guy, and then one day I finally snapped when he said oh, my mom is telling me to fucking take a shower. I'm like, how old are you? No, seriously, how fucking old are you? What, 30 something? And your mom has to tell you to take a fucking shower, and you're bitching about it? What are you, 5?
Mhm.
I really lost it. Because he thought I was his friend or something, but he just didn't pick up on the clues that I didn't like him. And
Yeah.
eventually I was just like, you know what? You keep because he says some horrible shit about his fucking parents, like horrible, heinous, fucking like my fucking piece of shit, douchebag, fucking father. I'm like, all
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
well, all right, I'll bite. What do they do? Every single time you mention your fucking parents, they are just horrible fucking people. What do they do? Because almost every single time it's them calling you to dinner, them like, saying that they're going out, or them telling you to wash your ass. It sounds to me personally like no, no, seriously. Tell me what they do to ruin your day, because to me it sounds like you're the asshole and you can't see that. Like
Yeah, it got to the point where
he had
it was
no
just
he
like,
had
oh,
no
this
answer, by the way, which means that he probably was just a dickhead.
he was just a man child, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I think he was also the same person where he said that he was going to start a Patreon. I'm like, oh, you make stuff. What do you make? It's like, oh, I haven't made anything yet. It's like, what do you mean you haven't made anything? You're going to start Patreon? It's like, yeah, I want to be a writer, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to start a Patreon so I can pay for my my like medication. It's just like,
Oh yeah, that's right. He wanted to create like, an entire spin-off lore super world of, once again, an obscure cartoon that nobody fucking knows or cares about.
that's insane. Like that's insanity. Because I actually just flat out said to him, dude, I'm going to be blunt with you. Knowing the internet, if you're making a Patreon just to do that, like you're gonna get shipwrecked so hard, like you will become a lolcow overnight. Like you can't you need to actually show that you're making stuff, you know. So
Yeah. Yeah.
oh man,
If you're going to ask for the goodwill of people to give you money,
yeah.
you need to actually do something.
Hmm.
There is something going on with this boob, and it's just not working.
Uh,
I'm just gonna have to redraw this. Hold on. There's just something off
yeah.
about it that it's just not working.
It's not terrible, but it's not good either. I would say.
Yeah, but if anybody ever wants to actually make something, here's some fucking free advice. Uh,
Just make something.
make the thing, then make the money.
Yeah, he's not joking. By the way, like if you're going to this, okay. First of all, if you're going into this thinking, "Oh, I'm going to make money doing this," you've failed straight away because that's just not how that works. I'm afraid you need to prove that you can actually make stuff.
You wrote most of this story before we even started making pitch pages.
Exactly. Yeah.
And
I
then
spent
and
months
then we
writing this.
we made pitch pages. Sorry, I cut you
Yeah.
off. Please go ahead.
Oh no, I was just saying, like, yeah, no, I spent like months writing this, and I also spent half those months before I realized that there was an add-on for Google that basically turns dark mode on, so my eyes were burning for the first half of the writing process.
Yeah,
So yeah, like I spent so goddamn long like writing this thing, yeah, and then we went on to like the pitch pages.
yeah, and then we made pitch pages so that way people could physically see with their eyes
Yeah,
like the concept. If all you have is like 700 pages of like lore that will never see the light of day, and then you just keep talking about your lore, your thing is going nowhere.
exactly. Yeah,
Your thing is going nowhere very fast. That's why it's a. I keep I keep thinking it's like a spaghetti strap when it's actually just like a fucking
it's just a
tank top.
vest. Yeah, it's a vest. Yeah,
It's a tank top. Yeah,
yeah.
there, Jesus. That took
By the
longer than
way,
I wanted to.
I'm doing now you can redraw these if it makes your life easier, but I'm just like doing kind of like a funny action sequence of her just like killing all these guys. Well, just fighting off all these people.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna reverse this and then I'm gonna
This is the me getting angry at people slash I can't draw a titty right now stream.
Yeah.
God damn it! It just doesn't. I know what. Fuck this. I'm moving on. I'll come back to it.
You just like you fucking the ang. I like the juxtaposition of like I can't draw this tit. It's fucking people.
Yeah, no. If
Yeah.
like if you are going to say I am going to do project,
Yeah.
start making project. No, I want to flesh out the story first. Okay, then let's see you fleshing out the story. Well, I'm gonna if it continues down that path, you're not doing shit.
Yeah.
Just do it. Do it.
Josh, do it. For a meme like that, Shot of the Buff thing's actually kind of
Yeah.
true.
It was supposed to be a fucking. It's supposed to be an actual fucking instructional motivational thing, and then
Yeah.
everybody just made it funny because people just didn't like Shia LaBeouf.
But the irony is like it's actually quite motivating.
It is until people went back, rotoscoped, and chroma keyed the shit out of it, so you can just put them on I don't know, whatever
Anything,
you
yeah.
want.
Yeah.
Leon, I need you to fuck my sister. Do it.
Do it. God, it just fucking, but yeah. But let's see here. But yeah, I've been trying to get a game working recently, but haven't had much success. Well, did you know that there's actually an arcade of Silent Hill called Silent Hill the Arcade, like a light gun shooter?
There's a light gun shooter.
Yeah, of Silent Hill, and I will say, tonally, it makes no sense. But honestly, as a game which I've actually played at an arcade, it's actually really fun.
Pyramid Head, Combo Breaker.
It's basically so what's basically happened is some guy basically took the arcade cabinet and he's like actually made like a PC port. The only problem is right now is that my antivirus is like my antivirus software is flagging it as malware, so I need to like just double check to make sure that this thing is even safe, because sometimes antiviruses do that, where it's just like
Yeah.
it thinks that it's like malware, so I just need to
And sometimes it is malware.
yeah. Well, the thing is, this is off a website called the Collection Chamber, which is a friend of mine told me about a website that's actually really cool called the Collection Chamber, where what they do is they take games that are basically like out of print or like discontinued and what have you. They basically can't be sold anymore, and they make it playable. But what they do as well is they go the extra mile to make old games play on modern like systems. So yeah, and basically yeah, like there's actually someone made like a PC version of Silent Hill the arcades, and I really wanna play that.
It's like how to get what is it, Carnival on the computer.
Yeah,
Somebody had to open up and fucking rip the RAM and shit out of the actual Carnival machine.
pretty much. Yeah.
They had to just rip the entire code off of a physical machine because they never made a home console version.
Oh yeah, that's how it goes with those arcade machines. If there was never like a console port, they actually have to like try and dump the files onto the internet.
All right, when you play Carnival, do you prefer giant teddy bear or zombie baby?
If I could do the baby.
Maybe not say I like kids, Johnny. I like kids. Maybe don't say that out loud, dude.
Yeah, yeah, I don't. Fucking, I can do the baby.
Maybe
Yeah.
don't say that so loud, dude.
It is really interesting how the developers actually foresaw that people might be upset about it, so they actually have like the developers had it in the machine where basically there are like switches where you can switch whether you want this like one particular boss to be either a giant baby or a giant teddy bear.
Yeah.
But they even have additional switches to like turn down the gore in case like people complain at the arcade.
Weirdly enough, I think thematically the fucking teddy bear actually works better.
You think so?
Yeah, because it's a room full of toys and shit.
But it's in like a baby bed though.
I know, but like I don't know. I just think visual, like first of all, like the zombie baby is fucking ugly, like fugly.
I
The
mean, to be
the
fair, it is a fucking carnival, dude.
the bear has a better fucking just general aesthetic and design. It I don't know. I don't know.
Did I ever tell you my story of trying to play that game at like a cinema place?
Yeah, what happened? What?
So my mom typically hates spending money on stuff like that, which whatever really. But I begged her, "Can I please play this game?" She put the we put the coin in the machine and it didn't work. And she went to try and like talk to someone at like the counter, and the guy at the counter was basically the squeaky voice team from The Simpsons.
Mm.
So it was just like, it didn't it didn't work. Can I get my money back? It's like, I'm sorry, man, I don't know what to do, kind of thing. It's like, fuck you, So,
One of
so we just left.
I played that game a lot. I
Oh,
remember
really?
getting to the last level a lot and then never actually beating it because the last level on the airship is fucking bullshit.
Yeah, it's like actual bullshit. Yeah.
Yeah, and um, I played it back in the day when you actually had to pay for it, and now most arcades are like bars now where you pay an
Hmm.
entry fee and then you can just play the games until your head explodes.
Yeah.
So even now with the ability to play the game infinitely, I'm like, man, this
Yeah.
last level fucking sucks. God damn.
Uh, yeah. I do remember like, God, just seeing that game in the cinema. It was just like, what the hell is that game?
Ew. Zombie Biboid.
Welcome to Carnival.
There's the level in the mansion where you have like the wispy ghost woman.
With the assets, yeah.
Yeah, with the ballistics.
The ballistics, yeah. And then there was all. Oh, just so you know, someone's drilling next door. So if you can hear that, I'm sorry.
Somebody's drooling.
Drilling.
Oh, drilling. Okay, I was like, your accent is so funny.
Yeah. But no. What was I gonna say? What was I saying?
Uh, the ballistics.
Oh, right. So basically, I also like that there's like a weird Christmas themed area as well.
Christmas on a white top, yeah. That definitely feels like a game where they just said, "Hey, make some like 3D assets," and then
Yeah,
once
and then
they
they.
had the assets, then they made the game.
It just kind of has that. It does have that energy to it, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's an entire slew of like point and click adventure games that have that going on.
I always remember when I watched Only Plays play the Shrek 2 game, and the game is like really weird in the sense of it doesn't like it's Shrek, but it doesn't feel like it's Shrek. And then they were like, do you get the impression this was like an original game, and then they just got the license to Shrek halfway through?
Was it?
you know,
Was it actually that?
well, the thing is, it was like a four-player like beat 'em up game, but like the plot and everything just doesn't really make sense because I don't think it even is the plot to Shrek 2, honestly, even though it's called Shrek 2. Like
I think it's
it's
supposed to technically happen like either before, during, or after Shrek 2.
I honestly don't know, like, because yeah, actually, I don't know. I really don't know. It was a weird game.
Well, a lot of fucking movie the movie the game movies are fucking awful.
Yeah.
Like they're really big. Like my mom, she got like a Tintin game. She's like, it was only $5. I'm like, well, there's a reason for that. Because then she started playing it, and she's like, man, all these levels are really fucking repetitive. I'm like, yep, because it's shovelware, mom. What's shovelware? And I had to explain what shovelware is to my mom. She still plays shovelware, by the way, because like it is actually a
I mean,
really good. It's
if you
like
can enjoy it.
a lot of them are baby's first games, so she's actually learning how to do platforming, doing. I I think she's playing like Ben 10, like, fucks a goat or whatever the game is called.
Oh yeah, I know which one you
It's one
mean.
of the
Yeah.
700 Ben 10 related. It's insane to me how good the original series of Ben 10 is, and then it just completely shits itself, but it's still going.
Yeah, I mean, it probably makes money. I mean, I remember seeing kids had like, merchandise, and I'm like, this is like way past my time.
Oh, yeah, I just remember the because he had the Omnitrix, the basically definitely not the Pip Boy on his wrist where he could turn into aliens.
Yeah,
There's a
just
fucking
trying to.
like ghost character that he can turn into, and apparently people hated him so much that they just like turned the ghost version into a villain so that way they could like kill him and then just never see him again.
Oh,
But
really?
then that change was so good that they just kept bringing him back as a fucking villain.
That's really funny to me because like that kind of reminds me of when Jason Todd was like Robin and people apparently hated him. So then they had a vote of like, should we kill this guy off? And the vote ended up being yes. But then they brought him back as the Red Hood, and it's like, oh, he's so fucking cool as the Red
No,
Hood. It's just like fuck's
he's
sake.
actually really awesome as the fucking Red Hood. This actually kind of worked. It's also
Yeah.
like in Batman where there are two different timelines. One where Barbara Gordon gets
Oh,
shot
disabled. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
becomes
The
the
Oracle.
Oracle, or the other one where she becomes Batwoman,
Yeah.
right? Or the third option where she becomes the police commissioner in a cyberpunk future, which that one's actually kind of rad as fuck. But Batman
Yeah.
Beyond was
Oh,
cool. But the
I'm just downloading some assets.
I love the Killing Joke behind the scenes, where they were like, should we actually like should we actually do this? And like, fucking, Alan Moore was just like, cripple the bitch.
It does sound like an Alan Moore thing.
That does sound like a I just fucking cripple the bitch.
Fucking smash her legs in.
Make her never walk again, cunt.
Take her legs away.
Actually, I don't think I've ever actually heard him like swear like that. You fucking cunt.
Yeah. I'm surprised he doesn't swear more often, given how much of a pessimist he is.
Yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
god, the Watchmen movie was like 1-to-1 to the comic, except for the fucking just flying spaghetti monster at the end.
Yeah.
Clearly, this is a terrible adaptation. It's like you got literally the best adaptation of a fucking comic book you could ever add. In fact, the change that they made actually, like, is a lot better because the original thing was they make a fake fucking monster that destroys a fucking city. The Soviets and the Americans get to fucking they get together and then they fight and then that's it, right?
Yeah.
That's the premise in the book. In the movie, they instead set off giant blue nukes that make it look like, Blue Wiener Man
Mm.
is responsible, which makes the most sense because he is basically the end of the Cold War and the beginning of a hot one.
Yeah.
So it makes sense where it's like, oh, he killed a whole bunch of people all across the world, so now he's a social pariah, and now he was gonna float off into space anyways.
Yeah.
And then it also like makes it a lot more personal when, that Rorschach gets fucking vaporized. You have the one of the most gorgeous looking, best made fucking, especially like the 4 hour version,
Yeah.
film adaptations to your comic book. And you just go, I don't fucking like it. It's shit.
Yeah. Whew. I don't know, man. Alan Moore looks like a very hard man to please.
Dude, fucking like Stephen King adapted Maximum Overdrive himself, and that movie fucking sucks balls. But you know what? He's like, yeah, well, it was really fun to make, and a lot of the cocaine was talking.
Yeah, he was so disappointed in that he never like directed a film again.
He did have fun making it though.
Yeah.
It was like, yeah, so when when the kid gets rolled over by the steamroller, like all of the blood pushed into his head and blew his head up.
No.
The dummy just exploded, and they were like, yeah, and then the censors were like, you cannot put that in the fucking movie.
Yeah, I think it's either like censored or like sometimes they just like cut it out, right?
They cut it right before the head explodes, and then the footage is just lost to time.
That's too bad. I like to imagine that will pop up one day.
I would
Pop up.
I would fucking love to be the guy on fucking set that day that got to witness that fucking special effect just go horribly
Yeah.
wrong. Because apparently that happened, and everyone on set went, yeah.
Yeah. I've never seen Maximum Overdrive, but it looks like it might be a fun like Saturday night kind of film.
uh, a vending machine a soda vending machine comes alive and basically kills an entire Pee Wee League team.
My favorite part of that film I've seen is when Stephen King himself makes like a cameo, and it's like, "Honey," it's like he's at like an ATM machine. It's just like, "Honey, come over here, sugar bombs. This machine just called me an asshole."
Yeah, it drained his bank account, and it's like, this machine just called me an asshole.
Oh yeah, AC. Wait, was it AC/DC that did the music to this?
I believe so. Yeah.
No, that's. Oh, yeah. It was AC/DC. That's insane. Yeah. Little fun fact too is the truck stop, which was what was it called, like the Dixie truck stop, I think it was called.
Yeah.
They when they were making the film, like actual trucks were like stopping by there, thinking it was a real place.
Oh, that happened with oh god, it was Terminator.
Really?
Yeah. So you know the Tech Noir,
Tech Noir.
the
Tech Noir. Is
the
that yeah? Is
dance
that the
club,
nightclub?
the first Terminator, the nightclub where like they have the first shootout and Kyle Reese is like, you gotta come with me if you want to live.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, where they got the "You got me burning."
You got me burning. Yeah, I remember now.
So, a lot of the shit that's on the walls and stuff in that, because James Cameron was just like a really good like carpenter and shit. A lot
Hmm.
of the shit on the walls and like the bar and all of that stuff is just trash that they found in trash cans. But
Oh
it
really?
looks like a bar, right? It was just like
Yeah.
an empty. It was an empty ass building that they just like made look like a bar. And it was so convincing that people started standing outside trying to get in.
That's funny.
Yeah. And then they were like, "Oh yeah, okay, fuck it, yeah, sure, come on in, start dancing." So they actually like
Just have free extras.
illegally ran a fucking bar.
That's hilarious.
They illegally ran a bar for a little bit. The
That's
final
insane.
shot,
That is like,
the final shot of that movie, where like they're in the middle of the
oh,
fucking desert.
I know this. Yeah, continue.
A cop pulls the camera crew up because it's literally just them setting up a tripod in the middle of nowhere.
Hmm.
But because the California area is a little bit more strict with permits. A cop
Yeah.
shows up. He's like, "Yeah, so you got a filming permit?" There in the middle of nowhere, and he's just like, "You got a filming permit?" It's like, "Oh no, no." It's like, "Yeah, well, you're gonna have to like pay a fine." It's like, "Oh, well, we're making a student film. I didn't know." And it's like,
Huh.
okay, fine, I'm gonna let you guys off with a warning, but next time you have to have a permit. Could you imagine that cop, like a few months later, seeing
Sees
like
the footage.
Terminator and being like, "This is a great fucking student film! Oh, holy shit!"
It's either going to be him. He's either going to be dumb enough to like say that, or he's going to be like, "Wait a
These
minute."
motherfuckers.
I mean, to be fair though, what's he going to do? Be get angry, being like, "Oh, I just, I, they got to make one of the best films ever made." You know, it's
in
just like. Then again, I don't know.
in
Maybe
the
pride would.
in the business of showbiz, it's called stealing shots when you don't have a permit but you film there anyways.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because
Did I
here's
ever
the
tell?
thing. You really like if you want to set up a tripod or if you want to have a crew larger than 3 people, you do need to have like a permit, and then that like also leads into insurance and a whole bunch of other shit. But you know, if you do guerrilla filmmaking, here's the thing: if you ask permission to shoot somewhere on location, and they say no, you can't you can't film there. And if they catch you filming there, you're in trouble.
Right, right.
However, if you sneakily film there, right? If you sneakily film there and then just release the fucking thing, they can't really do anything. It's like that one fucking movie where the guy like filmed a horror movie in the bowels of like Disney's like shit.
You go on.
Like they couldn't do anything about that because that it
It
he
was already
stole all the
done.
shots and then made the fucking movie. They can't be like, oh, you fucking
Yeah, right, right.
you filmed a whole bunch of sensitive shit. You can't do that.
Did I ever tell you about the one that Meg 64 did when they were filming a Nintendo thing? There was well, it was actually Sony, but they had like a funny thing called Kurtaragi's Way that they made with the father of PlayStation. It was like an 80s like cheesy like parody film basically they did. But what happened was there's a scene where their actor who plays like a young Ken Kutaragi like grabs a guy and throws him off a building, which is basically a dummy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they was like, okay, we're at the top of this car park. We need to throw a dummy off. We need to get permission. Let's see if we can get permission. And it pretty much turned into like, okay, who do we ask? All right, I think we asked this guy. Hey, we want to film this. Do you know if we can do it? It's like, I don't know. Like, I'd have to ask a guy called Jerry, and he's out of town, and then he has to also like forward it to like a third party company.
Yep.
But then they're also in tangent with this as well. And then like, it was such like a cacophony of shit that they just said to themselves, you know what, guys? It's a Sunday morning. There's not many people around. Let's just fucking throw the thing off the building, record it, and just get the hell out of it. And they just did that.
Yeah. You just got to be really careful because you can't get in fucking serious trouble doing that kind of shit.
Like, oh, I can imagine. I mean, you're throwing a dummy off the building from a distance. That looks really bad.
Yeah. So one example of this going the wrong way is I swear to God, you ever see like those videos where somebody like takes a boulder and like rolls it down a fucking hill and then it like just like goes Mach speed down the fucking hill?
Oh yeah.
There was the fine. I said one of these days somebody is gonna make a video like that and it's gonna hit a fucking hiker at the bottom of this hill and absolutely kill him.
Did it happen?
It fucking happened, and it wasn't even like the whole ass rock. It was like a fragment of the rock just fucking popped his head off.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was like, I was fucking because a lot of these guys, when you fucking say that in the comment section, they're like, "We're in the middle of literally nowhere, dude." And I'm like, dude,
Shit can roll
if
anywhere.
if you are in the middle of nowhere, it stands to reason that somebody else might be in the middle of nowhere. And you know
Exactly.
what?
Yeah.
Now they fucking killed someone. So great, awesome.
I hope that they
You
get
you
fucked.
you had to you had to learn it the hard way. You fucking moron.
Mm. Yeah, whenever people say like we're in the middle of nowhere, or even if I'm in the middle of nowhere, the fact that I'm there means that there could be more than one person.
Exactly. You never
Yeah.
like there could be like one homeless guy just in the middle of nowhere and you just fucking like scissored him in half with a boulder.
Have you ever heard about that place in America where like it's in like a weird kind of cross zone where you could legally get away with murder?
Yes, that is a real place, and you could get murdered there, and they can't do anything about it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
called the zone.
Now
It's
there
called the
is.
zone of death.
Yeah. Now here's the thing, though. That is true, but there's also the thing too of like the like because it's like okay, what's the likelihood? And it's like, well, first of all, there needs to be two people for that to happen there in this very specific zone. But yeah,
Yeah, but there is a highway going through it, so I mean, technically, if you just like set up shop,
I don't know. Was there a highway?
yes, There's a road that goes directly through it.
Oh, okay.
It's just like it's because it's between two places, but it's also like, Native American land. So there is
Hmm.
actually like no there like if you did a crime in that location, the thing is that if you went to court in any one of those fucking places, they can't try you because first of all, for you to be tried by like the native court, you have to be fucking native, so you can't. That doesn't work. And then if you
Yeah.
get tried by any of the two other locations that are technically part of this, because both of them don't have jurisdiction in that area, they can't try you for a crime done there. It's just a little bit difficult to do a crime there because no one's there. It's literally like in the middle of nowhere in the fucking woods. However, you could technically do it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm fucking, around here there was a serial killer, I would say like a decade ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was the national park killer.
Oh God,
He would camp in national parks and then just like murder campers, like some real
that's right.
fucking like Jason shit.
That's insane.
And then they eventually caught him because it turns out that a lot of people who are camping also have guns.
Oh, so they got him.
Yeah, eventually they got him, but he did murder like I think like 14 people or some shit like that.
What was he called again?
Like the it was like the campground killer or something like that.
Okay.
There was a comedy show on YouTube where
Hmm.
they have like audience members who have really weird stories, and then like the comedian on stage has to make jokes about their scenario,
Yeah.
and he picks a girl in the audience, and it's literally just like she pulls up her card saying her story, and she was actually like she was the last victim of the guy before he got caught.
No shit. So
Yeah,
like
so
she
she
encountered him then.
survived. Yeah,
That's insane.
the comedian said the same fucking thing. He's like, we're gonna have to dial it back for a second. The fuck did you just say? Yeah,
Jesus.
it's nuts.
Yeah. Just give me a sec. I'm probably gonna just need to pick a weapon. Well,
Did
then
you
again, I could
did
just give it a. Huh?
here's a goofy aside. You know how like that you want to know the one good thing that came out of the Soviet Union?
Oh, do tell.
They did not have serial killers.
I
They
think a
had
lot of them probably
such
wind up.
they had such an insane level of spying on their own people that they found murderers before they could strike again.
So they mostly got them before anything happened.
Yeah, the only real serial murderers in like the Soviet Union was the state. They got away with it, but like regular guy like I'm going to make a woman suit like that just didn't really happen.
You would have like killers with MOs basically.
Yeah, because they were such a like surveillance state that people were just always found.
They were always found out. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
and
man.
they have one of the worst prisons to go to.
Oh yeah, like the gulags will fuck you
Oh
up.
no, this is post gulags. This was fucking. They have a prison called Black Dolphin Prison.
Yeah.
The cells are like it's basically a cage within a cage. So even if you somehow manage to get out of the first cage, you would be
Just
in a second cage before you even reach the wall where the door is.
oh
When
god.
you go outside, when you go basically in the prison yard for like your 1 hour of like working out, they put a black bag on you and you can never take that black bag off. So you will never get a layout of the hallways of the interior of the prison.
That's mental.
Yep. Like it is it I think it is one of the most like maximum security prisons on the planet.
Yeah.
And then like you could just be like completely fucked and just sent to Siberia. That would also suck because they have you seen like the Siberian like the bear dogs?
No.
Oh god. So there's a the Russians have developed a I say developed in a literal sense. The Russians have developed this fucking like guard attack dog
Hmm.
that is the size it is literally the size of a bear.
Good lord.
If you google it, you're going to be like, "Oh no."
What's it called again?
Just to just type in Russian Siberian attack dog and then like once you find it, just find a guy standing next to it for scale.
Oh, yeah.
You're gonna have to put that in the fucking podcast because people are not gonna. People are gonna be like, "Oh, it's a big fucking dog or something." It's like, no, you don't understand. This is not a fucking dog. It is a fucking
Yeah, these
beast.
things are like
So
this
imagine,
is Cujo.
imagine you're you are a prisoner in the middle of nowhere in one of the most hazardous Arctic steppes imaginable. You have no shoes. There is 3 feet of snow, and then one of those fucking things is barreling after you.
So it's called. So it has two names. It's the Caucasian Shepherd Dog or Caucasian Ovchaka, if I'm pronouncing that right.
Yeah,
That's a large. That's a large fucking dog.
yeah. It's also like don't let its size fool you. That thing runs like a fucking puma forever. Like
Hmm.
you could fit a human man's head in its mouth. That's how big that fucking thing is. It is crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you're traveling abroad, I don't know why you would go to Russia, but
Especially not nowadays.
if you for some reason happen to go there, just go out of your way to not get arrested because like it's not great.
Not great. Did I ever tell you about that urban explorer I followed for a bit called Steve Duncan, who's like, well, he's more of an urban historian as well. I remember, so there's a guy called Steve Duncan who he's the type of urban explorer where he does like everything, and I mean fucking everything, like sewers, subways, like everything basically.
Yeah.
And I remember a funny story where and this is the interesting part too. He actually travels to countries to urban explore. So like he'll be like, oh yeah, here's a sewer I went into in Romania. Like he's that kind of person. But I remember there was a story he talked about where he was in Russia, and this is obviously before like the now basically. He was in Russia and he was exploring like a drainage system. But then what ended up happening was they had like one of their few like thunderstorms of the year. So what happened was him and his friend had to basically like get to the nearest manhole they could find and then just like basically get the fuck out. But the problem is like the manhole was right next to a Russian base.
Oh no.
So then you can only imagine like their reaction. It's like why are there a bunch of Americans coming out of a fucking like sewage system near our base? But
Yeah.
they actually diffused the situation. Like he didn't really go anywhere. But you can only imagine the fucking tension. You know.
Especially in a country where like it's really spooky because like remember when Pokemon Go was really really big?
Hmm.
Remember that one guy that like got 20 years for playing Pokemon Go in a fucking Orthodox church?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, that's kind of fucked because the game actually uses like church buildings as like a prime location for shit.
Yeah, just don't if if you've ever seen the show Locked Up Abroad, just don't get arrested. If you're going to
Don't.
go to a country that has, some fucking like shitty history with like the police,
Mm.
you need to be on your best behavior.
And there's some life advice too, and this actually happened with a bunch of kids that went to like North Korea. Just because you have a passport for one country doesn't mean that the laws don't apply. Because apparently that's the thing that people assume now is that the laws don't apply to them. It's like,
No, you're
no,
you're in
you're in a
you're
country.
in their country.
Exactly, yeah. So I don't know where this mentality came from. Where it's like, well, I'm American, so American laws in like Korea. That's just how that goes. It's like no, 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 no.
Like when we were in the U.S., my grandma was just like, oh, I'm gonna just pop this open, and she was gonna like, because she never really drinks, but she's like, oh, it's a beautiful fucking day. I'm gonna pop this open, and we're like in the middle of like,
Treat.
we're in the middle of town, and she wants to like drink in the street, and we're like, oh, grandma, you can't do that.
Yeah, it's that's why there's that. I actually had to explain to one of our friends recently, like, I don't get why there's always like people wrapping like drinks up in bags. I'm like, let me tell you something.
Like,
So there's a reason why that they do that.
yeah, in America, you can't publicly drink
So and like the bag is like a loophole, right?
the bag because like unless they have like unless a police officer has probable cause, they can't search the bag.
Yeah.
Most people don't care. The reason why the law exists is because they don't want drunk people walking around the fucking streets.
Mm,
It's the
mm.
same because like people don't really handle alcohol well across the board. Really, it's the same reason why like on in a lot of like southern states on church days you can't drink alcohol or
Yeah.
you can't buy alcohol between like church hours
Mm.
because they don't want people like stumbling into church going yes.
Yeah. Jesus. Yeah.
It makes sense.
It does. It really does.
Yeah, it's just some people are like, yeah, fucking I am really cool atheist guy. I don't understand why I have to follow these rules. It's because it's a blanket. You know what you could do is before Sunday you could buy some alcohol and then on
Mm.
Sunday you could drink it. But if you
Yeah.
drink it all before Sunday, you're an alcoholic.
Yeah. I remember when I was a kid, I was like, I don't understand why people. Because obviously I was a kid, so I didn't drink alcohol. But I was like, man, I don't understand why it's such a big deal that you drank alcohol in the morning. And like now as an adult, I'm like, oh no, I get why that's like kind of a bit of a taboo like behavior. It's like, yeah, no, that means you're probably an alcoholic.
Yeah, because then you'll start getting your hangover right before you go to sleep. it's
Yeah.
it's not. Yeah.
Oh, just a heads up, I am doing a lot of action scenes for you to play with. But again, you could just
Okay.
redo these if needs be.
To be fair, ever since we started watching Avatar: The Last Airbender, you've been a lot better on like framing action scenes.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
Yeah, it's
So like this scene, right?
yeah. He's never seen Avatar: The Last Airbender, so we're actually just kind of like moseying
Sl-
through it.
we're slowly watching it, yeah, and I'm actually really enjoying it. The
Uh,
fucking facial expressions are really funny.
who's your favorite? First of all, who's your favorite character?
I'm gonna embarrass myself because I don't really know names too well, but like the two that come to mind is the boomerang guy who's just kind of like you know
Yeah, Sokka.
Saka. He's pretty funny, but that one that they meet, Boomy, was pretty funny. Yeah.
There's also neutral gin. I thought there were only two gins. Well, actually, there are 45.
But I digress. Yeah.
But that's not entirely important. The thing is, Aang.
Yeah. The thing
I
that impressed me about that show was just the facial expressions, you know?
I really like Zuko and Uncle Iroh.
Yeah.
We just got to the point in the plot where Azula pops up. So he doesn't know yet. He doesn't
Yeah,
know how fucking insane that character becomes.
but we'll find out soon enough.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out how
So
to, because I wanted to
what's
like
your
kick this down.
what's your least favorite episode?
Ugh, ugh, fucking ooh, I'm so angry. Ooh, but anyway, like fucking oh man, the divide. Like,
You
okay,
you
so
can't remember the characters' names, but you can definitely remember that episode's name.
yeah, it's one of those where I'm like, ooh, I'm so angry. Ooh, kind of like reaction to
Yeah,
it, and it's because it's like if they had just ended it on the childish like thing of like, oh yeah, no, they're actually like two brothers fighting over a ball, I would have been forgiven, because it's like, okay, this is dumb, but I get it. When he was revealed that he gaslit those people, I'm like, huh?
oh yeah, the Avatar, the fucking like basically the Pope of their fucking like world,
Yeah, I'm just like,
just gaslit them, and the episode wasn't like you gaslit them, you can't do that. It goes, huh? Wow, isn't that really funny? Tee hee hee.
yeah, and I'm just like, nutty the fuck. What do you just do?
Also, like that that plot, that entire like every other episode, you can actually see that like shit comes back later.
Yeah,
Like somebody establishes something, they bring it back later. That
yeah,
episode does dick to the rest of the show. It is literally a nothing episode.
yeah, yeah. And you know what? If it wasn't for the fucked ending, I would have been more forgiving of that too. But I'm just like, ah.
Yeah.
It actually like makes me angry. That's why I'm like, ooh, I'm so angry. Like this shot right here, like she's kind of like doing like a back kick and breaking her possibly spine.
Yeah, that's looking pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah, so for this one, the last time we were drawing, she gets kabonged in the brain by the banjo. And then she's like, I will fuck you up. I'm gonna kill you. Oh, God, no.
yeah.
You're gonna die.
The text thing where it's like dribbly is really funny.
You're gonna. Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, no, it's been great. Bit of a funny recording. We kind of had like a little social criticism about people, and then we went back to Avatar.
Avatar the. Avatar. Avatar Day.
It's Avatar Day.
The fried dough. This is the worst town we've ever been to. Oh, it's another really good. Oh, in that episode when Aang's in like jail,
Yeah.
and you think that they're gonna like fight the prisoners, and then they're like, "Listen, man, you just gotta have a little bit more confidence, dude.
Oh yeah, they're giving him like actual like heartfelt advice. It's like, oh, this is actually really
You really,
touching.
you really just need to tell her how you feel."
It's even funnier too because Aang is just like resting his like head on like the chain that he was previously locked to as well.
Yeah, his head is like way too small to actually be stuck in the fucking pillory.
Mm. You think it'd be really funny if like these top three people here witness this person getting her spine cracked though, just like, oh, like they all just like tense up. Think that'd be
There.
funny?
Remember the movie The Raid?
Oh yeah, when like he does like the spike
He
door
gets
thing, like
no, even before that, where the guy gets kicked off of the fucking atrium, and then
yeah,
instead of falling down and hitting the bottom, his back lands on the guardrail of the other side and just.
yeah, yeah,
I saw that in the theater when it came out. I was like, Mom, this movie is only going to be out in the States for like a day. We need to go watch it. And she's like, okay, fine, fuck it. Like, I got nothing better to do because she's my partner in crime.
hmm
So we
yeah,
we go and we watch the movie, and it gets to that part. There's only like fucking 10 people in the theater, but we're watching it.
yeah.
And when that happens, everyone in the theater goes, "Oh my god!" There was a collective, "Oh no!" And then like we all kind of look at each other and start laughing because we're like, "Oh," because we're like, we did not expect a movie to give us that reaction, and then 5 minutes later, he like partially decapitates a guy with a broken door, and we're like, "Oh my god!"
That door frame is the one that sticks out the most because like the way he like jumps backwards and just like grabs the guy's head and just like slams his neck down,
And
and I'm just like, wow.
it's not like a clean cut door either. It's all jagged and shit, and his like neck just pops onto it. Ugh.
Like, it's like cardboard, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? For this bottom panel, I'll have them all like tensing up, and then you can decide if you want that to be the thing
Oh
later
my
on.
god.
Yeah,
And then
I
this.
do have the second film. I never seen it.
Oh my god. The second film is probably like it. Not
Is it
only
better?
not only is it more violent, it's a better movie. It's one of the few times where
Oh,
the sequel is just like nailed it.
see, that's interesting because I actually really like that first film. So you got me morbidly curious now.
Uh okay, this isn't spoilers, but because
Is this
you're not going to what when
is
it
this about the
happens you're going to be
actor?
like, "Oh my god." There's
Is
a
this?
guy who gets killed with a broken bottle
Mm,
in that fucking movie, and the way that this guy dies in the like is the worst way possible.
I'll have to. I'll have to bear that in mind. Are you free Sunday?
Probably not, no.
Okay. Well, you know what we could do tomorrow after we do recording. We could probably maybe. I mean, that's if you got time tomorrow. We could probably conceivably do a film.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
because it's been a
personally, I just
while.
think I'm actually really enjoying drawing while listening to
The books, yeah.
the books because
Yeah, I think last night. Go on. Sorry.
we're on the chapter in Mogworld where the deleters fly down and like remove Dreadgrave's castle.
Yeah, and then like the main character's like, "Wait, please, I want to die." So
Hey Jim, I thought you wanted to die. Ah, fuck! Wait, come back! Delete me!
yeah, like that when hearing a guy say "delete me" in like a fantasy setting is really funny.
Also, just what is it? Slippery John cracks easily under pressure.
Yeah,
Slippery John does not like torture. Slippery John will easily sell out his friends and sing like a canary. Didn't we
I'm gonna have
kill
this.
you?
I'm gonna
That,
have
that
this girl like, okay, go on.
it's great. I just love it.
Yeah. Yeah, this girl like hug her like spear very, very tightly to herself. It's like, "Ew."
Oh, for any interested party, I'm going to talk about drawing for a moment. For any interested
Yeah.
parties, when she's like, "I'm gonna fucking do it," the sway here was actually an effect done with the liquefy tool. It's like the same image two times over,
Yeah,
and then
which surprised me.
I just wooble wobbled it with the tool. Her
Yeah,
breasts
actually,
hurt.
I was actually really hesitant doing these fight scenes now, but then like I'm actually because my brain is like goes into like super creative mode now when I come up with fight scenes, especially since like the main character's like a nutcase.
I hate you.
Yeah. I stopped playing Fortnite, because like it kind of just, I think part of the reason I've been getting into games like Time Crisis or what have you is like I kind of realized like I'm just not playing the game. Playing Fortnite and just online games in general made me realize I'm just not playing games I enjoy anymore. So then I was like, why don't I just play games I actually like? And then it's typically single player for the most part, and then I was just like, yeah, no, no, fuck this
Yeah,
game. I got rid of Fortnite. I don't play Dead by Daylight, which to be fair, like, does a lot on your mental health because that game is like miserable as shit.
Yeah, instead of playing like all the new shit fucking sucks. Instead of doing that, you can just be like, I have the ability to play literally any game that had ever been made.
Yeah, I can within reason play anything, you know. So
Yeah,
obviously there's exceptions where like it could be like glitchy on an emulator or what have you. But yeah, no, like I'm just like, why am I doing this to myself?
yeah,
Not only that too, gives a bit of money too.
yeah. I'm glad. I am so glad that the trend of like flavor of the week games is dying,
I feel like it's starting to go down ever so slightly.
because there aren't that many just popping up anymore.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, like you know, some games might take a while to be made, so maybe it'll be a while till we actually get like a flavor of the week kind of game again. But
You want to know my conspiracy theory as to why that's happening?
oh, nothing will bring me more joy than conspiracy theories.
Here's my conspiracy theory, and it makes a lot of sense when you think about it. Okay, you're an indie developer. You make shitty horror game where four people run into thing, and then they have to do stupid task, right?
Yeah.
And then why would something like that make money when next week there's going to be another game like that? Well, because it's new, and because a let's player will play it with his friends and make it popular. Basically free advertising, right? I think the reason why the trend of flavor of the week games is dying down was because for the past 2 years, Markiplier has been busting his ass making his movie.
Oh, so you think because he's not really playing games anymore?
Because he wasn't playing flavor of the week games with his friends as much. Those games didn't really get that style of advertising.
Oh, okay. That's an interesting theory.
It does make a lot of sense though.
It kind of does, yeah, because like whether you like them or hate them, streamers do have like power in terms of like advertising, you know?
Markiplier, I believe, would be one of the reasons why Scott Cawthorn made,
Billions.
yeah,
Of course, 100%. I mean, the fucking do call his dog Chica as well, so you know.
yeah. Markiplier on cheated on like what 1999 mode or whatever, the hardest difficulty.
How did he cheat?
He was like looking up a whole bunch of shit, and then he also like changed some shit in the game. But then what's funny too is that Scott Cawthorn, because he talked about this story later on, he's like, "Oh yeah, I definitely fucking cheated on that," and then he was like, what's even funnier too is that when Scott Cawthorn saw the game, he knew that I cheated, so he actually he actually updated the game to make it look like the version that I had,
Really?
so that way it didn't look like I cheated.
You little shit.
That's awesome. Could you imagine? The creator of a game sees you cheat and is like, I'll keep the secret. I like you, kid.
I like your style, kid.
Yeah.
Just trying to visualize the sword coming out the mouth.
When I was sketching this yesterday, you were like, damn, you caked her up. I was like, pfft.
Yeah, yeah. Again, I'm not really doing ourselves favors by bringing it up, but like, just look at it.
Oh my god. Henry! Oh my god!
Henry! Oh my god!
Henry. You know, ever since I finished Stranger Things, and you know, you see like Vecna, whose real name is Henry. I just like Henry. Oh my god!
No one's gonna get that reference.
I could probably like play it in the say what it's called, and I'll just like play it in the video.
There's an Australian-made Jekyll and Hyde movie made for television. It's a cartoon, so it's made for kids, but it was made in the 80s by Australians, so they still kept the murder in the plot.
Yeah.
So there's a part where, Dr. Henry Jekyll turns into Mr. Hyde in front of his friend who has been preposterous. This is an insane idea. And then right when he does it right in front of his friend, he's like, Henry! Oh my god!
The audio and like the cackling of like the audio makes it even funnier because it's an old fucking like film. So it's like Henry, oh my god,
Henry! Oh my god!
He
I
straight up
can't do
just
it
beats a woman to
justice.
death in the streets, and it's supposed to be made for kids.
Yeah, I'll play the clip when I get around to editing. It'll probably be one of the few things I edit in this time around.
Yeah, and then you should definitely like play it multiple times. All right, now reverse it.
Henry!
Yeah, and then
Now
auto
add a
tune
blue
it.
filter.
Add a blue filter, auto tune it, and then
Henry! Like that.
I don't know. Add the diarrhea sound again.
Henry, oh my god!
Henry, oh my god.
You
Yeah.
just say literally anything to just get us canceled. Just fucking, well, boil you, drown you, bash you on the head. We don't care.
You know, you say cancel. What we could do is we could do that thing that gangbangers do, where it's like, "Yo, man, I want to promote my rap career. What do I do? Oh, just get yourselves arrested. All right, then." We just say horrible things to get arrested. It's like comic book artists get arrested. Oh, what are they making? Yes, we got the advertisement. You know,
Strokes mustache, slaps overalls. Here we go.
you just hear like a whipping noise as you like pull the overalls. Oh god.
Wasn't that a fucking robot chicken sketch where fucking Mario and Luigi are just fucking gangsters?
Oh, you went about when they go to Vice City?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I showed one of our Canadian friends that recently. It was because we were like taking the piss out of Resident Evil because there is a reason why we bring this up. So we watched the video where they go to like it's like which way do we go? They go left to Vice City, and then just a whole like funny like thing. And then at the end, you see Yoshi go right. It's like, Raccoon City sounds lovely. Just gets eaten by zombies.
Raccoon City's really goofy as a name.
Oh, do you want to explain
Because
your little?
I thought about it for a second while you were playing the game. And I was like, if you really think about it, that means that there are going to be some people that call it raccoon. Kind of
Yeah.
like New York. Some people say New York City, but some people just say New York.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So that means that there are some people who are going to be like, yeah, so I got a business meeting. I got to go to Raccoon tomorrow.
Yeah. It's funny when you think about it, yeah.
Yeah.
Henry.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
It really is like...
Again, I'll play it. I'll play it later.
It's one of the best OMGs of all time, right next to, remember that really bad German Lion King bootleg?
Oh,
The Lion and the King, where the fucking, the 100% not Mufasa lion goes, the diamonds, my god! Thank you.
yeah. What about the? I don't know if I should say that one out loud because that makes us look bad. What about the Bible Black one?
So
Yeah.
we heard through the grapevine that there's a hentai that has a really bad English dub,
Yeah.
and we put it on for like 10 minutes, and it is fucking god awful. First of all, the hot chick is voiced by what has to be a fucking like 80-year-old woman who smokes
Quite
cigarettes.
possibly. Quite possibly, yeah.
But then there's just a fucking lady that jumps out. Like, nothing gets me off more than a lady jumping off of a roof. Like, it starts
'cause
off with a lady at high school or whatever jumping off of a fucking roof and then hitting the ground, and then you just hear a guy like Doofenshmirtz go, "Oh my god, what happened?"
Yeah, and then there's a woman who's like, "This video." Because the way the way they talk in this anime, it almost sounds like it's English people trying to put on Japanese accents because I feel like they didn't quite know what to do. But
You know what?
but
It reminds me of Shenmue a little bit.
yeah, yeah.
Ah, Rio. It is like it, and you know what you know it failed in the story aspect, which
I
it's
mean,
a hentai, so that's already not great.
I mean, if you're going to watching hentai for the plot, I feel like you're going to be heavily disappointed.
I know, but like it could be simple, like oh no, we went too far to the fucking tentacle aquarium or something. I don't know, like. It doesn't have to be great, but like starting it off with a fucking suicide is a really fucking. I don't understand that fucking decision at all.
So
Secondly,
I want to clip that. Oh no, we took a left to the tentacle aquarium.
oh no, we accidentally took a wrong turn to the tentacle aquarium. But then the other thing was that the voice acting is terrible, and I would imagine that in Japanese it's probably not that much better.
Yeah.
And then to cap it all off, the one thing that a hentai is supposed to do is have the sex. And you know what? We got to that point and then we turned it off because it's that was just awful to look at.
Yeah, it wasn't great. Yeah.
We were just like, wow, that failed in every fucking aspect.
But goddamn, that voice acting was
It did that one bit of
hilarious.
voice acting did fucking like make us piss laughing. It was really funny.
Uh,
Oh my god, what happened?
it's been a suicide.
I think somebody did actually ask the actor that plays Doofenshmirtz if that was him. And he's like, I mean, I did record a whole bunch of stock English shit when I was in Japan.
Yeah.
So you're like,
To be,
there's a possibility that
there's
Doofenshmirtz
a
is in
go
this
on.
stupid fucking movie.
There was a little hint to like getting work back in the day, which was if you're just a white person in Japan, chances are you could actually get an acting job.
Yes.
Yeah, it looks at Resident Evil 1.
If you were a white guy in Hong Kong and you could wear a business suit, odds are good you're going to be like the main villain of a Jackie Chan movie.
That's all you're going to be in like a lot of advertisements.
Yeah. They call that the Chinese lovingly refer that as white monkeying because they're like this product needs to sell quick. Get a white guy in a business suit to be like this this is a legit product.
Yeah.
It is an actual Chinese business trend. It is a real thing.
Honestly, when you said white monkey, and I'm like, yeah, that sounds like a Chinese thing. Yeah.
It's like, and I'm not trying to be like I'm not trying to say anything mean or anything. That is literally a thing that people do. Yeah.
Oh yeah, look it up. Yeah, look it
Yep.
up. It's real.
My favorite one is like them trying to get social credit points back by making like travel videos. Like maybe they messed up or something, and then they're like, "Oh, I love this town.
Oh, and it's like very obviously them trying to like win the hearts over.
Look at these beautiful beaches," and they're all like brown, and it's like a smog-filled day.
Yeah.
I love this place, and then they say it in like really like broken Chinese. Zhai zhi zhi, and you're like,
Yeah.
it's like when what's his name? Fucking John Cena actually accidentally said an "all my homies in Taiwan" when he was supposed to say, you know, Chinese Taipei,
Did he
and then
get like
and then
criticized or did they love it?
that the Chinese did not very much appreciate it. So then, because he was learning Chinese, he did an apology video in Chinese, like the day after it happened, and then everybody else got fucking angry. Everyone in Taiwan got angry because now he's kowtowing to the Chinese.
Chinese, yeah.
Yeah, So it was he talked about it, I think, on Rogan or something, and he was just like, yeah, it was just a no win scenario. So
Sounds about right, honestly.
yep, I fucked up. I learned that internationally, just like be very wholesome and just try not to. Just you gotta.
I'm trying to visualize how she's gonna like basically throw the sword up in the air. Bear
Yeah,
with me. I mean, I could just leave you instructions if it helps. Yeah, because I'm like way ahead of you when it comes to like doing these pages now.
yeah, but that's a good thing.
Yeah, but I'm not. Unlike book one, I'm not going to explain what's exactly happening per se, like story wise, because obviously I want people to read the damn thing.
Yeah,
It just made me like grin seeing like this all coming together now.
yeah. There is something really satisfying, like working on something and then actually seeing it come to a fruition. You're like, oh yeah, let's go.
Yeah, it really just bring my heart to joy,
Unless
joy
it's
to
the
heart.
Titanic or something, in which case that's kind of like the worst omen.
Well, we should
Dude,
just.
people died on the Titanic before it was even finished.
Oh, you on about like the fire?
No, I'm talking about like the because it was made in Ireland. Stereotypically, one drunk guy fell off of it while they were making.
Mm.
Also,
See, I
like
heard.
its
Go on.
sister ship, the Titania, the Titan or whatever. Um,
Yeah.
it it got its hull punctured and almost sank in the harbor.
Well, you see, I heard that there was also a possibility that the thing could have caught fire to begin with,
Mm.
so it could have just like people could have just burnt alive. But again, that's just like hearsay. I mean, obviously the thing sank, so we can't say for certain at
You know
this
what's an
point.
interesting thing about the Titanic?
Yeah.
One of its smokestacks is fake.
Oh yeah, I'm well aware. It's just there for show.
Yep, because yeah, if you actually saw it, like if you actually saw the smoke coming out of it, like one of them just does not billow smoke.
At all, yeah. It's just for show.
Yeah, because there's absolutely no because there's just such a huge gap between the smokestacks in the middle. They were just like, if we add a fourth one, it'll look good.
Yeah.
That's also why that one in particular falls down and like smacks people in the Titanic movie because that one was a facade that actually did happen.
Yeah.
Just,
The bit that always like makes me tense because in that film like loads of people die in like various different ways when the thing was sinking is like the bit where the thing like its arse end is up in the air and then like it just like comes back down. I'm just like, oh god, I think there were people right underneath that fucking boat when that happened.
yeah. Well, that
Yeah.
was the prevailing theory at the time. Um, New evidence shows that it just sank and then snapped inwards.
Oh, that's what people think probably happened now.
Yeah, people thought it rose up
Mm,
in the air, but then upon further like upon further research, they just were like it's very possible that the ship probably just went underwater and then snapped the other way.
I see.
Yeah, but it
Yeah.
happened so long ago, and it happened at night. I love the goofy conspiracy theory that there was actually nobody on the ship, and they sank it and made it look like a horrible accident, so that way they can get the insurance.
Like a conspiracy theory.
Yeah,
Did you ever watch that film called A Night to Remember?
that was one of the Titanic. Was it the black and white one?
It was like I think it was like the first one. Yeah, it was like one of the earliest ones because
Oh, is
that was
that the one
interesting.
where like it's black and white and it's like from what, the 1930s or something? And there's a
It's
lady
like
who
fresh.
there's a
Yeah,
lady
it
who
was.
100% just says, "Yeah, and it's because she's fucking rich."
Yeah, yeah. I mean that. What's also interesting about that film too is like some of the actors in that were actually like people that survived the Titanic. And I remember seeing a picture of like a woman where the coat she was wearing was the coat that she wore on the night.
It's kind of like how in All Quiet on the Western Front from like 1930,
Yeah.
1930, 1935, like they all of the extras in that movie were German World War One veterans.
Yeah. I often think about that one film I showed you of it was like a World War II film called Battle of the Bulls where they just start singing like the Germans and apparently the old man in that scene was actually in the war is because he's that fucking old.
Yeah, one of the one of the biggest visuals of All Quiet on the Western Front, the when the guy grabs the barbed wire and then explodes,
Oh god, and then
and
it's
then his
like the
hands are
cross.
just still there.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's not in the book.
Oh
So
yeah, that was like yeah,
yeah,
continue.
because of all of the veterans on set, one of them was just like telling a story that was like that. It's like, oh yeah, I saw a guy get vaporized, and then his hands were still on the barbed wire, gripping them, and they were just like, "We gotta put that in the fucking movie, dude."
Yeah, I haven't. Which one was that? All Quiet on the Western
All
Front.
Quiet. The original one is the best one.
I do remember the newer one made trends because of like the scene with the tanks.
Yeah, that one kind of sucks.
I mean, I'll probably watch both of them. So
It's the it's the only one that was made in actual German, though.
I see.
The downside is that they picked people that have some of the hardest to understand regional accents of German.
Oh,
Like the one of the main guys has like a very thick Mannheimer accent, and you're just like, what the fuck is he saying?
so what I might do in this scene is I might have her like actually jump in the air to catch the sword by the handle, and then I might have her like hold the blade next to the woman's neck, and then maybe it'll be like one of those moments of just like stand down or like I slice your neck off kind of thing.
I slice you, I slice you.
Yeah.
I think the people that Oni plays, and to a greater extent, like, Zach Hadel, have
hmm
ruined our speech patterns.
I think so. Yeah, because like I remember when I was walking around work last night, though, I was saying something that was like a very Corey thing to say.
Corey?
Corey? Huh? Yeah, like, I mean, to be fair, if you really, really like something, there's a slight chance you might like mimic the behavioral patterns.
Yeah.
And plus, it's funny. It's just funny. It is really cool seeing that they're actually like working with dog walker now and stuff.
Yeah.
I reckon it's only a matter of time until like he's just actually there with them playing games, or maybe they like act together.
Okay.
Ooh,
My beautiful wife who made me a sandwich.
nice. Oh, dude, the final season of The Boys is it's like I'm just less than a month away now.
Yep.
I need to catch up with the that high school one that they did. What's it called? I need to say V for Vendetta. That's completely different. It's like that one with like the guys, the people at the high school, where they like train soups and shit.
Completely different anti-establishment cartoon.
Yeah.
God, I'm not gonna lie, the movie of that is a lot better than the comic book. I don't care what Alan Moore says.
I've seen clips talking. I've seen videos talking about the comic, and it does look like it could be fascinating. But I do think the film is a fantastic. It's probably more popular now, honestly, given current state of affairs. But yeah, like I do generally really, really like that film. I might actually watch it again now that we've spoken about it.
Yeah, it's a good fucking movie.
I'm probably going to do some window shopping in my free time.
Also, they did the thing. You know when a movie is pretty good when like they did the thing where they don't take the dude's mask off to show the actor playing him,
Yeah,
like Dread, helmet on. That's the rest of the movie.
yeah. I was generally gobsmacked when I found out that Judge Dredd just does not really take his helmet off like at all.
You never see him without it. Yep.
And the only time he ever does, it's like a joke where it's like censored. It's like, oh god, he's hideous. Yeah.
He was a clone to be the best police officer ever.
Oh, is that the plot?
Yeah, and then also he doesn't have a house. He,
Oh,
he literally goes to the station and goes to the sleep pod. So that way he just gets like 2 hours of sleep and then immediately goes back to work.
yeah. I had heard about the pods, which kind of freak me out.
You see the issue, so people think that it's like, oh, like resource war, horrible, whatever. It's like actually the future of Judge Dredd is everyone is bored because they have everything they could ever want.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, people are just kind of bored.
So is it a case of they just act out
I mean,
for like the sake of it?
there was an atomic war, but then all of humanity is just in mega cities. But then because
Yeah.
everything is in the future and it's provided for, the problem is that no people just are going crazy because there's nothing to do.
Well, you know, people do act out if there's nothing to do.
Yeah.
I can actually, I can add to this because another. I mean, this is like not. This is a very weird example, but again, acting out is people that are into like Rockstar games are generally insane people, and I think because we haven't had a game for so long, people are going to extreme lengths just to find out anything about the next one. You know,
Yeah.
and I remember a guy talked about it where it's just like, yeah, I think people are generally like going crazy just because we've had nothing for like 13 years.
Well, it's the EA Star Wars conundrum, right? If you think about Star Wars games, they are actually like the forefront of like video game technology. Massive multi
It-
massive multiplayer, first person shooter stuff, like
They've done
flight
almost everything.
flight
Yeah.
simulators.
Yeah, they've done almost everything that a Star Wars game could do, I think.
But here's the thing, though: a lot of those games came out like well before the technology like was like really possible, and a lot of the time it worked. Like
Yeah.
like TIE Fighter or like those kind of games. Like they made those games, and a lot of them had really really good tech in them. They Star Wars was always like the forefront of like tech. Also, you had the forefront of storytelling because you had the what's that one fucking one like the TOR KOTOR. That's what it was.
KOTOR, yeah.
Yeah, you have KOTOR, like Knights of the Old Republic and Knights of the Old Republic 2, which are like big fucking leaps in storytelling.
Yeah.
And then EA gets a hold of it, and then they make two games in the span of 10 years. When Star Wars became really fucking hot as an IP,
That's right, yeah. They only had like what, two Battlefronts that were under their name?
they made a Battlefront and a Battlefront, and then their contract expired, and now there's basically, and now they're back to form again, and now they made like what, fucking three Star Wars games in the past 2 years.
Well, they actually, hold on. EA technically had four games because there was like Jedi Survivor games where you play as that Jedi kid. You know which one I'm on about, right?
Yeah, I thought that was a different company.
No, no, that was EA. Although there is that like open world game by Ubisoft that's not really that great from what I've heard.
Yeah,
So
Well, that's just kind of just the state of the industry kind of thing. But like my
yeah, it's not just yeah.
my general complaint though was just there used to be Star Wars games up the wazoo. There would be Star Wars games all the time. And then, one of the biggest companies ever that has a shitload of fucking money and the movies are coming out now. You have the ability to make really good shit and really good fucking profit. Yeah, we're going to make Battlefield and then nothing else for like a decade.
Hmm. Yeah. Um,
Erm.
I might have the girl's face in this corner here just to fill in the blank space. Unless I have dialogue. Then again.
I need to call the dentist and make an appointment to get my tooth fixed.
We'll definitely need to end soon because I need to see what's happening with food. So,
Yep, all right. Well,
should we end it here?
I think right here is a good time to stop. Look at this. She's like, "Oh
Okay.
no, I booped him."
Yeah. There is a background we need to eventually do, but we're just getting like all the action, like character stuff out of the way with. So
Yeah, because background set that's its
that's
own
like a
kettle of fish. But
yeah.